the history and lineage of Raja Yoga, Hatha Yoga, Kripalu Yoga, and current trends or brand names of yoga. Yogi Patanjali, founder of yoga, Raja Yoga, 200 BC, he described Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Yoga is for quieting the restless mind to experience bliss, for which he recommended steady position. He described Sthira Sukha Asanam. Steady, Sthira means steady, Sukha means comfortable, position is called Asana. So purpose of Asana is only for meditation. Later on, Gorakh Paddhati started Hatha Yoga. In that tradition, Swatmaram wrote the book. Those are called Hatha Yoga Pradipika in 15th century, and also other textbooks were written, which is Shiva Samhita and Garand Samhita. So these are the textbook on yoga that teaches yoga position, breathing, locks, cleansing, all, and Kundalini yoga. This is Hatha yoga. Later on, yoga became more popular in 1900. Krishnamacharya, who was born in 1888 and lived for 100 years, he is considered founder of some of the main tradition today. In 1900, he taught different students. First one was his own son, Deshachar, and then other people were Pattabhi, Joyce, and also Iyengar, B.K.S. Iyengar, and also one Russian student, Indra Devi, studied with him. So these are the people who started the tradition. At the same time, in Himalayas, Swami Shivanand started teaching, and he was teaching more like classical yoga, yoga position, along with some philosophy and meditation. So he's prepared the disciples, Swami Vishnu Devanand, Swami Satchidanand, and Swami Jyotirmayanand. These are the people who spread his message. So up to 1950, 1960, all this tradition carried on. My brother and myself came in 1960. We started teaching Kripalu Yoga. My brother founded Kripalu Foundation in Lenox, Massachusetts, and now the Kripalu Yoga continues, and they continue in a more distorted way, don't follow all the basic principle of Kripalu. They follow modern trend. I also started teaching Kripalu Yoga, but I use Kripalu teaching as foundation, and I revolutionized all the teaching. First book I wrote after teaching for 10 years. First book I wrote, this was done by volunteer in 1976, which covers all the aspects of yoga. Later on, this book was revised and updated as a holistic practice manual. It covers all aspects, and they use as textbook. In 1977, I wrote the book on Hatha Yoga, which covers all aspects of physical yoga, and I simplified, so only in 8 positions you cover all the aspects of yoga. Anyone who is very old or sick, or anyone who is young and healthy can practice, and I follow it myself up to this date. I wrote classical book on meditation in 1981, which is revised and available through Amazon. In 1986, I produced a video of Hatha Yoga based upon this book, and this video was done in VCR. That time it was just the beginning of VCR, so quality was not good. we had to go through big trouble to get somebody to videograph, and recently we copied it and made it into DVD. Both of them are the same. Then I started exploring into philosophy, and I simplified yoga philosophy, Vedanta philosophy in a simplified way, in a capsule form in this book, Reality Here and Now. Then I wrote further simplification called Self, really the essence of all Vedanta teaching and Bhagavad Gita's teaching in this book. Then I went away from authority, I went on my own and invented way of transformation, and in capsule form I wrote Dynamic Balanced Living, which really gives the guideline from which many books evolved. Students complain they don't have time to meditate. I wrote this book to show them they can meditate. Simplified method of meditation. Then people complain I cannot afford it and all other excuses. I showed through quantum physics and showing the parallel of Vedanta philosophy and quantum physics that you are the co-creator of destiny. Then I wrote more books, making them more contemporary. This is the book, Personal to Global Transformation. First you take care of yourself, then your family, and then go further. Then I wrote the book, Wisdom for Living, which has lots of quotes and affirmation, filled with lots of quotes. You can read any passage or any paragraph or any quote and you get inspiration. Also I designed the chart, this chart that explains Brahman, Atman, Jivatma and Jagat. And this chart explains Raja Yoga, Hatha Yoga, Gnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga and meditation. Then I wrote this book, The Essence, Ancient Masters and Modern Times Teaching, The Secret of Bliss. I have interpreted Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, some of the Bhagavad Gita teachings and other teaching of the masters and combined them that all of them have the similar message. And the latest book that came out is Dynamic Spiritual Transformation, where in all the books I have the charts to explain the essence, and really spiritual practice is to go inward and get transformed. Instead of being converted, you get transformed. You become master of your life. And all these books are available through my website, also through Amazon, and also you can download 8 of the books in Kindle. Jai Bhagavan.